Waduh, sore hari ini kita kedatangan tamu dari luar negeri yang coba untuk belajar membongkar ban.
Dari berat.
Mulai berat ya.
Mulai berat. Pelan aja, pelan.
Yeah.
Pelan aja, pelan.
Are you filming?
Ya.
It's starting to get a little heavy.
Pelan.
Okay.
Wih. Hey, halo. Wih.
Yuk, pelan yuk.
Okay.
Pelan ya.
Wah, hari ini lumayan mendung sekali. Ya.
Bolo. Itu baru kucing Amerika. Yuk. Jabrat.
Okay.
Tuh.
Ringan.
Masih ringan.
2. 3.
Berat.
Iya.
Udah berat.
Welcome to the vlog. We're eating cobra today for dinner. It's pretty sweet. We're just at this tent on the side of the road eating some cobra from that bowl. Welcome. What are we eating?
That's very spicy.
Snake.
Yes, snake, very spicy.
This is gonna be awesome. Okay. So you take it. Hey, gimana makannya? Sama nasi ya?
Iya.
Whoa, there's a ton of bones in here. Let's just take a gander at this. It's like I'm eating fish. Delicious. Actually, it's just like super, it's like good. It's not like bad, it's not amazing. It's just cobra. It's, do you like it? It's not spicy. Welcome to the vlog today. Another week has flown by. And it's still not Christmas. So this week was just another week in Bangkok. Nothing really happened. We found one investigator, well, more than one investigator, but one that I'm really excited about. Besides that, we kind of dropped a couple people. Yeah, some investigators dropped. Got some new ones. That was about it. Yeah, who's that? Oh, so the new investigator I'm excited about on Friday. It was Friday, and we're at BML with our ward mission leader and we're at, what is it even called? I don't know what it is in English. It's like when you meet with the ward mission leader. So we're like meeting with him, and it's us and then Elder Call and Elder Simon Jutak, and we're what am I even saying? I'm so freaking tired. Oh, Elder Call had just taught an investigator, and one of his friends came over, and then his friend had met with the missionaries 10 years ago in Magalong, but then he got the Book of Mormon, and then he just never like met with him again or anything like that, and so he wanted to meet again, but he lives in our area, so Elder Call gave us this referral, and so we went and visited him that day, and this dude's pretty dope. He's like, so he had the Book of Mormon, like the old one from 10 years ago, but he gave it to one of his friends because one of his friends wanted to borrow it, and then his friend moved, so he never got it back. But he was like, yeah, I want this Book of Mormon and I want to read it, and then I also want to come to your church. And we're like, yes, that is a great idea. Like, we didn't even have to, like, we didn't really even tell him to do very much, because he was just like, already like, yeah, I'm gonna do this and this, and we're like, yes, that is what you should do. You should read this book starting here. And he's like, okay. It was just pretty sweet. So hopefully he's gonna come to church next week, and then that's dope. Oh, Pat Hendra came to church yesterday, so that was good. Pat Hendra is just being Pat Hendra, confused as crap. He's just like, I was so confused what to do with him. Oh jeez. Here, okay, so in Indonesia, my feet, I don't know why, but my feet just get wrecked by mosquitoes or something. Nowhere else on my body, but my feet and my ankles just get wrecked. And they itch all the time. Ow. Okay, but Pat Hendril, I was just so confused. I'm like, why is he not getting baptized? Like, he knows what's going on, yeah? And because he's been investigating for 10 months. And I was like, hey, what's he doing? And so I was just confused, and I'm just like, okay, I'm just going to give him the baptismal interview questions for this lesson. And so that's what we did. It was on a split with me and Elder Simon Jutak. We were on a split, and we were like, okay, we're going to give him these questions. And we do all the questions except for number 4 and number 5, for those of you that don't know. Number 4 is like, have you ever killed someone? Have you ever committed a homosexual act? Or like, have you ever, what's the last one? Committed a serious crime. And then number 5, I don't really know, but I remember that I skipped it. And so like asking the questions, he was like, yeah, I believe that. Like, yeah, I know the Book of Mormon's true. Yeah, I know that the gospel was restored through Joseph Smith. It's like, come on. Like, why don't you just get baptized? And like, he was like, yeah, like super excited about all of them, except for he was like, yeah, I'm not really sure if there's a prophet that lives today. That was like the only one, but he was just like, come on, Pat Andrew. And he's just fine. He'll come around when he comes around. He like just kind of does his own thing, but he'll eventually come around. So I'm just waiting on him. Whatever he decides. Shoot. Yeah, Padre came to church. That was the only person we had at church, which kind of stunk. We went and visited Padres. Was that this week? Or is that, I don't remember. Maybe I talked about this last week, but Padres' family, like their neighbor has been coming, and he's like super suspicious of us. The past 2 times, not counting last night, he came and he was like super suspicious. The first time he was just like kind of excited to learn, and the second time he was like trying to bash. And I was like, I'm not here to bash with you, bro. Like, do you want to learn or not? If not, just please leave. I want to teach this awesome family right here. And he was like he was just like lying straight to our faces. Like, he's like, it was ridiculous. We're like, yeah, we're here because we're followers of Christ, and like the Book of Mormon testifies of Jesus Christ, and only through him and his restored gospel we can return to him. He's like, yeah, only through Jesus Christ we can return to him. I'm like, yes, that's true. I just said that. And he's like, I read in your Book of Mormon that it said there was another way. to return, not through Jesus Christ. I'm like, what? Like, and it was a time to leave. I'm like, okay, bro, like, you find that, and then I'll believe it. And then we'll come back later, and then we can talk about it. And luckily, he hasn't been in the lesson since that. He just destroyed 2 lessons. But we went there yesterday, so now we don't ride our bikes there. We ride our bikes to the, so like to get to their house, there's an Alphamart, which is like it's basically like a gas station store without the gas station. So there's 2 that are really popular here, Alphamart, Indomaret. Indomaret's way better. But I like Alphamart too. Sometimes Alphamart has cool stuff that Indomart doesn't have. But, so there's an Alphamart, and on the other side of the road is like this gate where you go to their neighborhood. And so we parked our bikes at the Alphamart and like locked them up, and then we walked down to their neighborhood, so Andres' neighbor couldn't hear us coming and try and destroy the lesson. We're like, yeah, you're not doing that again, buddy. And so we went and taught them last night, and we moved their baptismal date to the end of January because they still haven't come to church because they're so busy with their house getting renovated right now. So we still have faith that if their house is getting renovated, they'll be able to come to church. So they didn't even go to their own church today. So we're just like, or not today, yesterday. So we're just, we have faith. They're gonna come around. So we just moved the baptismal date to the end of January, January 28th. I'm hoping that it's gonna come through. We have this one guy who promised he'd come to church next week, Pa Trianto. He's super dope. He's like, yeah, I'm really interested in learning, but like, just slowly, because I don't want to just read this super fast and not understand what it's saying. Like, sometimes I have to read the verse like 3 times to understand what I'm saying. I'm like, okay, that's fine. He's like super interested in reading, and he read. So before he was just reading, and his wife were just reading like chapters that I was just like, yeah, read Alma 32, read Alma 40, read Alma 34, read Alma 42, read this. Like, read 2nd Nephi too, because you have a question about Adam and Eve, read this. And except for last time, it was just like, yeah, just start from the beginning. Got him started from the beginning. He just read like from the introduction, and then like through all the testimonies and stuff like that. So everything up to 1st Nephi, and it's like, it's sweet. It's hard to come across people who read. So that was super dope, and he's super interested. Like, it's pretty genuine. It's like, yeah, I really want to learn about this. I really want to like come, like I want to come to church. Before they're like, oh, it's just like enough for you to come visit us here, but maybe like later when we know more, we'll come to church. And we're like, So last week we brought Mas Mahar, who's our ward mission leader, and we brought him to the lesson, but he couldn't come yesterday on Saturday, which kind of stunk. But so we're like, okay, we're bringing church to you. And so, yes, Saturday. Sorry if I keep saying yesterday. It's not meaning that I meant Sunday. It's just Indonesian. You just say the word yesterday. It just means like before today. And I'm using it. I have bad English. Even worse than when I left. Shoot. But, so, yes, just Saturday, where we went and taught them, and then, like, invited them to church again. And I'm like, okay, please don't say that. You're not ready, that this is just enough at your house. And he was like, yeah, I think I want to come to church, but he was like, not this Sunday, next Sunday I'll come. And I'm like, hey, we'll come next Sunday. And then like explained everything about church and how it works. And then next week he's going to come. He doesn't have a choice. He will come. Yeah, there's that. There's Pat Tony. I already talked about Pat Tony's the guy, the referral from Other Call. Oh, this is dope. So, my GBE calendar, GBE is the church, the calendar I have in there. I was trying to shoot, my thing's almost out of battery, but I have the calendar in there, and I'm like, dang, I need a calendar for next year. I snagged another calendar. This is my calendar for Gereja Ignatius. It is the huge Catholic church here in Magelang that, like, everyone goes to church here. It's gigantic. It's just awesome. Now I have a calendar for this next month. My favorite is easily, where is it? October. October is a dope picture. Here we go. We got someone getting baptized. That's so awesome. And just ridiculous. Got the sacrament. I'm not sure what this one is, but I'm excited to hang this up once we hit 2018. New Year's here is not going to be as great as last year. No rave. Just go to bed. Just like usual. Wow. I'm super stoked for Christmas to open these presents and stuff. Got the ornaments rocking. These lights are pretty dope. I think I already took a video of them. Anything else cool that happened this week? This camera is probably gonna die. I need to charge it. Dang, this is a really long vlog again. I should stop making such long vlogs. This is, I think that's it for the week. So, see you guys later. Or, I guess you guys could just watch the next video right now if you're on, like, if you like binge watching my vlogs. Just, there's a bunch of them, and they're all like 15 minutes long now. So, have fun. See ya.